Level 6, and Bengi's going to try to combo with the gang.
He goes in, does he manage to knock him up? Yes, he does. Surely the shockwave comes in, but it does not matter. First blood, Faker. Game.
And every lane is getting punished for Royal right now because Godlike cannot push up against Impact, and Faker's destroying Whites.
There it is again, one after the other. Has been pretty unstoppable from these guys. Right now they go for damage poke. They want the fight. They're not even really going for the turret. It's always the 1-2, the hook, and they get the cast. Oh, the unstoppable force, and they go into the fight.
They're going in for Faker. They do go into the crescendo, but they haven't got him down yet. He's going to run away from this one. Will finally get caught out, but it's the depth of the Royal Gaming getting caught out completely. They are just dropping like
center. But now on an even bigger stage in front of a sold-out Staples crowd for the World Finals, he picks his matchup later, dominates Whites, and is a key point. Zed is up.
Thinks Faker does.
I will do one prediction now.
That will jungle, because as we said, Royal's early lanes are extremely weak. And even though White's, he's a little too low for this.
Behind the turret, they go in. It's a 1-2 kick punch. Impact's just there to take a Polaroid.
He gets it, and SKT might push hard.
Piglet and God, they don't have crescendo available. Tabe getting caught out. Look at that. Godlike went down in a split second. Didn't even get to catch his health bar.
Something, but knowing that there's a QSS, it makes it more dangerous. Royal doesn't care about fighting early.
The jump in from Impact, the equalize, the laser on the red carpet, but they're all off of it already. They've entered into the fight. Royal's health bars are just getting demolished. Uzi on the outside trying to do what he can, but it's not going to be enough. Uzi's chased into the base, and as
大促数码产品换新，推荐用识货 App 更省钱。平台实时对比全网渠道价格走势，直接抵价入酷泰科、贝斯、小米等。3C 认证充电宝可带上飞机。苹果16 Pro 立省2000多，红米爱酷手机1500到手。双11直接帮你挑低价省时又省力，关键正品保障。评论区看看吧。
wipes them for the ace, the quadra for Piglet.
The World Finals.
It's only going to take 8 more minutes.
In the team fights, being able to play around Whites' glass cannon Kassadin, and you can tell Royal is on the ropes right now.
You have to be. You saw Jax twice in the top. You saw Lee as well. What do you ban? What's good? We just gave him everything they wanted at their birthday.
Such a strong game in Game 2.
Can believe it.
Whites took both hands and put them into his face after that play. Because that could be probably being picked up. That is extremely late for Uzi. He needed that at 13 minutes, and Whites goes in while Caitlyn's not there.
Playful tricks her up and down. The crescendo does stop the reinitiation. It's Piglet. Nobody's touching Piglet. They're all running away. Faker makes the fight continue, puts Godlike in the fray, and they're gonna take down the turret. Oh my gosh.
Piglet is an assassin.
1,000 gold lead. SK Telecom, they are already etching their name on that cup.
They can smell it right now. They're going to be going for this second inhibitor turret. There's already one down. Royal doesn't even have 5 people here.
Throws down the slicing Maelstrom force to go in, but he was stranglethorn back. Can they continuously get the fight? Piglet got Chum the Waters on him, and they're now absolutely running for the fountain. This does not look good for Royal.
This doesn't. Crescendo catches all of them. It's a double for Impact. They get on the fountain. SK Telecom are just rolling through. The Nexus turrets are potentially going to go down. This could be a 20-minute game for SK Telecom. They will be the Season 3 World Champions here at the Staples Center.
Clicks. And you could tell
right now who's going to get the momentum. Chase from Marin and Bengi. Kicked. Range. Faker over the wall. Are they going to be able to take down Kuro? The Wild Growth is down. The first one is Gorilla. That's going to be few more kills. Hojin and Prey fall to the ground, and they've only lost their support. 8-4 now for SKT.
Possible situation as an AD carry where you have to deal the maximum amount of damage, but there's also so many ways you can die at the same time. Here's one of them.
Marin throws the equalizer down. They're able to split from the red carpet, trying to get back into their own base. The Zanya's on Faker, makes Prey take one step too close, but he is able to get out with the Wild Growth. Eyes on to Smeb now. Everybody actually focused that. Gorilla's able to come back in, but only hits Faker, and it leaves the backline completely open.
his heart out, but it wasn't enough. SKT used Zonius properly, ran down the fight, and they'll win the game.
That's going to be SKT earlier than what their longest game would be. That was 43-30. They put a stop to that. It's a 42-minute game one. SKT is 2 wins away from the Summoners Cup.
He was all alone. Gets caught out. Faker now wants to kill Kuro.
Oh, what a turn. Faker pressuring Kuro here. Flashes in, gets the kill. Looks like there was a little of bot lane as well, but they turned off of that.
Put Marin down to the bottom lane. They start to keep him there with the Alistar for such a long time, sharing experience. replay from before. This is where it goes, away from the by the book plays, because these are the kind of outplays a team like SKT can make.
Contesting almost everything.
This is where they're hoping Ku makes a mistake. A lot of damage onto Smeb, but very nice parry on the flag and drag. And I don't know if they're going to be able to get the damage they want. Gorilla goes in the middle of the fight with a nice flash and combo. Gorilla goes down. Here comes Kuro. Throws down the Chaos Storm. It's all over Wolf, though. Nice flash over the wall from Faker. And he glitter lances over the Krugs and gets away so he does not take too much damage. Somehow every member of SKT is alive, but Ku is still on the chase. Marin dodging out the damage of the laser means there's not much follow-up to be had.
And this whole time, Bang is pushing the bottom tier turret. This is SKT winning all across the map.
SKT saw one kill, obviously, onto Marin when he's sitting on the tower. Or, if they try and make a play, you just go into towards and force the Baron, like this.
A lot of miscommunication in that engage. Bang uses both summoners to get himself out with Wild Growth. Gorilla's the focus now on the other side. Prey, he branches off from the team, and here comes Marin on the TP. Zanya's is down, but he's going to get gravity fielded. No, he wasted enough time inside that he didn't. But Ku is able to assess the fight very well, get themselves back in after choosing the right target.
And he can instantly try and go for Bang.
SKT as well, kind of baiting the Baron out. They push down towards Dragon to make sure that Ku goes into it. SKT now approaching. Baron's going to be down to about 4,700 HP. That's the end from Wolf. Stops up 3 members. Slicing Maelstrom goes down, but it's not really hitting anybody or stunning the targets it needs. Faker is going to be able to take down Prey. The Baron still stands at 2,300 HP. Smeb is forced to flash out of this one. This is the fight they were waiting for, but SKT danced it out perfectly. The laser across. It's going to be going to Bengi. SKT gets Baron for a second game in a row, and now they're really going to be able to work the lane.
But what's the point in just teleporting your top laner straight into the Baron pit?
Oh,
that was one kill.
Takes him down.
It's going to be the fight. This is an easy kill for Faker here. Little bit of glitter down to both Bengi and Wolf. Like they may want to commit here. They have good vision, but it's being cleared out. Double wards go down. The ward war definitely won by SKT here inside Ku's jungle, and they're so split up they can't really engage if they want to. A lot being done in defense. Smeb actually puts himself in a spot where he dies. That's a double kill for Bengi. They're not stopping. Bang jumps over the wall for another kill, and it looks like it's going to be an ace in the base.
Long time.
And it gets everyone had to do the right thing to avoid dying there, which is a little bit dangerous.
Flashes were blown in the mid lane as well. Looks like Faker and Kuro went hard, so there's no flash for this. Hojin in a real bad situation with the last bit of mana. Faker takes him down 2v1. His way out there, getting a few stacks on the... Oh, wait a minute. He's going to be in range a little bit more. Spams out those rune prisons. That's the tower hitting. Marin trying to give him the time.
And he's sitting in base for a long time, and he's waiting to TP somewhere. He's going to bot lane now.
Just going into the river brush, but it's going to be Kuro getting dropped immediately. How did he even think he could take that fight? Saracen Brace wasn't even used by Faker, and they're ready to keep going for the fight. Gorilla chomps up Smeb as this teleport comes in. Prey gets caught way off on the wing here. Ku was not ready to take any sort of fight.
He was last picked the rise into the Kassadin. Kassadin shines when he uses mobility, get multiple ultis off, but Rise is able to lock him in place and burst him out. Keep in mind, you also champion wants to hourglass second item. There's nothing against the Rise. He just got completely destroyed.
Tom Kench was trying to come in for a larger flank. That's why the casting engaged.
Oh yeah,
he was interrupted on the other side of the fight.
They had Homeguard TP coming, they had Tom Kench coming, everything was set up.
Ku now trying to hold off mid. The flash was used by Prey, or I'm sorry, heal was used by Prey. The TP coming in to save the minion as well as engage in a fight. Smeb gets the wild growth on himself. What a static shiv crit. And it looks like that could be a final kill. SKT coming out much stronger. Maybe this is the Pandora's box. We see a Raptor cloak on Wolf as well.
Ku Tigers, last stand, 2 inhibitors down. Here SKT comes.
On the hunt, goes in. That's going to be Hojin in a real sticky situation. He goes down a full 3-man Gnar ultimate. That's going to be Smeb down now. Eyes onto the 80 carry, but the support hits. It's going to be Kuro out safely. Prey, however, has to run away from his base. SK Telecom looking to take down the final Nexus turrets. It does not look good for Kuro and his team. Ku Tigers are falling. SKT will be your first ever 2-time World Champions!
I can't believe how much restraint SKT has. Just grab it.
As a team, they will do so. SK Telecom T1, your 2-time World Champions.
And the Poppy on the side of Samsung.
Yeah, the Poppy's actually going take some pressure back, which is they're going for now.
Shockwave on two, and that's just easy. And wow, gets done. But two go down. SKT still got Baron. Ruler goes off. The Shockwave kills him. SK Telecom.
The reason they're trying this is because Crown and Ruler actually have enough damage to kill him here, but
Ruler's in trouble, but Bengi takes so much damage. Flash away from 4JJ. Ambition's looking for Bengi. Faker gets caught up.
Whoa, he gets Faker!
That's the shutdown. Faker goes golden. He's killed by Ruler. What can Ruler do? Nothing. He's killed by Bang. That's 80 carry and mid laner down. There is a reply onto Bang though as Q-Face doing work on the back line. Wolf is pinned against the wall. Duke has to fight the... Telecom, and the Nexus goes down. The defending world champions win game one.
Oh my goodness, that final fight.
Arrow this time goes between the goalposts. Q-Face under threat. Deadly flourish as Samsung are under pressure. This is buying time for those super minions to pour in. Kick around. Crown's able to flash so he doesn't get caught, but Q-Base down.
And it's a war of attrition. They're just waiting for them, wrecking them in a fight.
Duke flashes forward, chomps down to kill Crown. SK Telecom have got two, make that 3 kills. The curtain call is a fitting end to the World Championship as Samsung Galaxy are being dove under their tower. SK Telecom have overcome every challenge. They are the undisputed best team in the world. The SKT reign continues. They win their 3rd World Championship. The runners-up as SK Telecom hoist the Summoners Cup, your world champions for 2016.
Ward down, that is going to get there. The Drake going down very, very low, and now the paranoia comes in. Faker looks for the Spirit Rush, and he does find it. The hostile takeover is massive as they get rid of Light immediately. Wei taken down for the double kill for Ona. Xiaohu now trying to get some damage in the back end. It does take down the Nocturne, but it's Chris fighting on the bottom side of the map, and Gumayuchi is going to cash in once again, and T1 wipe the fight. Good God, this guy is going crazy in the finals. Just extraordinary as this helps clear up this second net. As T1 trying to do the same thing, teleport now to come forward. Azeus on that flank angle, the shine now here. Gumayuchi pretty safe now on that back line.
Look at Keria though, it's so hard for Weibo to walk up because Keria is on that sideline, they know he's there.
Yeah, he flashes in, he finds himself the charm onto fours. There is the ultimate from the Shy, but it just doesn't quite do enough. They try and get out, but Faker has the perfect execution and locks down his fellow ninja. Xiaohu now taking a whole lot of damage, and Faker is in the shroud. He's toying with him. It's a double kill. What? Order! And back in again. It's a triple for Faker. Zeus is going to be able to help lock down the next one. Faker eventually goes down, but it's 4 for him and Carrier. Xiaohu now taking a whole lot of damage, and Faker is in the shroud. He's toying with him. It's a double kill. What? Order! And back in again. It's a triple for Faker.
4 times T1 has lost in a game 5. 4 times they've been knocked down, and 4 times they have got back up for this moment.
The reason why this is such a good pairing as the arrow goes wide, but Faker's still here.
Take a look for that flank. We'll seal away to bring this one on. Gets the charm, flashes in, finds 2. Equalizer on the back line as well. As Faker is not off this earth. He finds the engage. He finds everything T1 were looking for.
哎呦，好偷，偷到了，来了一剑，走位，没问题。Faker 来了 ，Faker 这个位置一眼连招偷，直接上去闪现魅惑了一大堆。哇，宙斯这个大加格列娜塔的大，再加一个击飞，哇，做不出来任何的操作。Faker 再往前强撸 ，Faker 你要干什么？太猛了 ，Faker。
2 in the top lane. Shun goes in with the Glacial Prism on there with the follow-up. Carrier though, an incredible hostile takeover puts on in his place. Ona taking the tower. Glacial Prism stolen away by Faker as he dives onto the back line. Who else but Faker again? In the end he falls, but Guma is making Shun look like a pin cushion. Knife forced to flash away. Elk trying to put the damage down as well. He won't land it on Carrier. The bounty leader out in fourth as T1 begins to push up bot side. Now on the Baron as BLG advance. T1 have already got the Baron though, and BLG now have to begin to retreat, but the damage coming out from Elk is absolutely massive. Faker dives in, lands on Ben, grand entrance, already locks him up. He wants to stopwatch to try and buy himself a second. Has the bailout ticking on him as well, and he flashes. Faker survives somehow. T1 get out with the Baron, but now on the wrong side of the rift is Faker's hunting, and he's looking for another flash forward. Semnot's Peasant's Knight able to flash away as well. The hostile takeover comes up short. The Nas stolen away by Faker. Locks Bin against the wall and puts him 6 feet under. Shun next on the menu as Gumayushi begins to open up. Shun taken out by Zeus. The equalizer does exactly that for T1. It's going to equalize this series at 2-2.
The reigning world champions will not go down that easily. They will push us to a deciding Game 5. They are going for it.
Faker, T1 will go to Game 5. There is no one like him, not on this earth. T1, take us to Silver Straits.
The arena erupts with excitement. What looked like a terrible start.
Supported you through thick and thin. And
Ona very close here.
pressure on you, Shattering Strike going wide. Shun tries to dash across the wall, but immediately he's locked up, goes in with the Cataclysm. Gumayushi pops the Feather Storm. Ona looking to re-engage onto Shun down to half HP. Ben gets onto the back line. Gumayushi cleanses away, but Ben has already put him in the dirt. Kerry is next up. BLG find 2, T1 able to back away for the moment, but the TP behind by Ben as he looks for a little bit more.
Oh, they go back in.
Faker flashes in, and down goes Knight. Once again, when you need someone, when you need anyone to stand up and show just what this game's all about, it's Faker. He finds another T1 5-5, and alongside it, the Baron in their minds.
河道。奥纳尔甚至想往前捅了，虚空锁敌中了，怎么说？有点想开，没有 Q 到，但这样被开起来了。Carry 被打了一个闪现，皇子座下伤害太高了，但是下把大招给闪现都交了。这边开一下，古马能不能上上打？上接上没有上上来了，古马到了，但是这边昂也倒了，闪现亲没亲到，招 TP 在这，大龙杀了飞的爪子来了，飞克闪现，酒桶来了，飞克伤害太高了。这样加里奥还有大招下来，这一波追得很急呀！主要侧面这个狐狸胶闪追要被留完了。
有闪现，有金花的艾克，但是被击飞了。
Strike, wait a sec, topside, Zeus under fire.
Zeus caught out, killer instinct in by Elk. BLG collapsing, 4 members strong, the hero's entrance.
Oh, Zeus!
Faker joins the fight. Elk with the stopwatch, Faker in the middle of them all. And it seems like death may have arrived. And his name is Faker. He's here for your lives. The rest of T1 begin his collapse. Faker's going to fall as he pulls the stopwatch, manages to buy himself a second. Ona here to save his mid laner once again. And Faker still stands. He has ascended. He stands above it all. And he looks hungrily at that world's trophy. T1 are the past, the present, and the future. A new era, the same empire. T1 are your 2024 world champions.
Yeah.